Here I am, Eli the Lone Guy. I need to share this conversation I'm having all the time. Is your home that you're living in right now the right house, the right price for the income you make? A lot of layers there, but I'm gonna dissect that for you. So a lot of people right now in the market maybe bought their house, of course in COVID, right? 2020, 2021, but they probably rushed into something, just took advantage of the deal and just said, hey, let's get a house finally, right? I'm no longer renting, I wanna buy this house. Or maybe I went and got an investment property or a second home. But if you bought a home in that time frame and rushed into things or right beforehand, and now you maybe have some kids, you're married now, maybe your job's changing and you're like, is this place really worth it? But of course, the number one thing we get, 3% rate or a 4% rate, why would I give this up? And I'm telling you right now, you're going to give it up because you're handcuffing yourself building wealth with real estate. And that's why we buy real estate. So I'm going to share a couple numbers here and a couple things, and we're going to see exactly what it means for you. So this is a conversation I'm having every day. First and foremost, in your primary home, we want to make sure that primary home is 3 to 5 times your income in value. All right, what does that mean, right? So if you're making, I'm gonna do real cowboy numbers. So you and your wife are making $150,000 a year. $150K annual income, 3 to 5 times. What does that really mean, right? You got $450,000 on the low end, 3 times, $450 value. And then on the high end, $150 times 5, right? So that's gonna be $750,000 value. So if your house value is in this world and you make $150K, great. But say you now make $200K or you're anticipated to make $250K. Well, then that $750 is now on that low end. You need to get into a bigger house. But why? Why would we want to do that? What's really behind that? Well, today, if your house is worth $450,000, in 10 years, it's expected to double, okay? In Arizona, we have the most amazing economy, population, and housing. And those 3 pieces of information, and we'll dissect that in another video, but those 3 pieces of information is gonna share and show why Arizona, you're gonna double your house in 10 years. So 450 is 900, okay? So you're like, okay, my house is worth about $450,000. I make $150,000 a year. Can I afford a $600,000 house? You probably could. So I want to share what happens if you sell the $450 and get into $600K today. What does 10 years do? Well, that's 1.2 mil. And of course, we know you can afford it. We have the right income. And so in 10 years, I think you like $300,000 more in your pocket with equity to play with. Just by putting a value here and you're looking at the numbers you have before, right? Or the house value you have today, and you could probably get to a little step up or what we call a move up purchase. Why do we do this? It's because of this. This is everything. We want to make sure that the house you're in is creating the value you have and making sure that down the road, this is building you wealth. Number one thing why moving up today, no matter what the interest rates are, we want to make sure your goal is to maximize your value of your primary home. So if it's not the case, if this is something you want to take a look at, I have the right tools and I have the right things in place to show your numbers, what makes sense for your scenario and your situation to see how we can build wealth with your primary home. Hit me up, DM me, message me, and we'll go ahead and make sure those numbers are put together specifically for you.